Aloha everyone. How's it going, guys? Thanks for stopping in. Let me just double check, make sure y'all can hear me real quick. Yep, you definitely can. Alright. So here's the situation, guys. So I was supposed to be working up until I had to go pick my son up from school, and then obviously I'd have my son after I picked him up from school, and I'll have him all weekend. And then I also, have to get him to and from school on Monday and Tuesday. And I told my job this a while ago, and they said yeah, no problem. So when I go in today, the schedule hadn't been changed, and they're sitting here telling me that I need to work till 6 p.m. And I'm like, no, I cannot. I already told you guys a while ago, I can't do this. Like, what, you guys gonna go pick up my son from school and watch him while I work till 6? And they were like all mad about it. And then they said, oh, well, if you go ahead and you can go ahead and leave early to go pick up your son, but we're gonna write you up when you leave. And I was like, if I'm getting written up anyways, why don't I just leave now? And my boss didn't have an answer. He just kind of looked at me. And so I was like, all right then, if as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting written up either way. So cool, I'm out. And then he texted me after I had got home, and he's like, yeah, so we changed the schedule. Next week you're not working on Monday, so don't worry about coming in. And sent me a picture of the schedule, and I got 10 hours next week. I'm like, dude, that ain't even enough for me to do nothing. Like, what am I going to afford with 10 hours? What, lunch for me and my son for a couple days? Like, that's all that's going to afford for me. Like, that's not paying my bills. That's not doing nothing for me. And yeah, so now I'm going to get written up because I requested this time off substantially. I asked them for this probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Gave them plenty of heads up. Let them know. I was like, look, I don't have a choice. Like, there's no one else to get my son. I can't just leave him at the school because, then the school's going to be like, oh, well, this dude's a bad father. And then they're going to have, whatever the child services come check my house out or check me out and make sure that my son's even okay and try to get my son taken away from me and, all sorts of stuff, man. So I was like, no. I can't do this. And originally, they had me scheduled next week where I was working while my son was at school, so that was fine, and I would be able to get him to school, work some hours, and then get off work and go pick him up from school. But now they're just cutting all my hours because I told them I couldn't stay till 6 p.m. today. And it's like, well, what do you want me to do, dude? Literally, what do you want me to do? The person who helps me out is gone. It's my son's grandma. She's the one who helps out a lot, and she's off on a vacation. So, of course, I can't do nothing about it. So I left my job, and I'm probably getting written up, and odds are they're going to be looking for a reason to fire me here real soon. So, yeah, super annoying. So that's the only reason that I'm here right now and streaming is because, yeah, my job wants to screw me over, basically. So I'm going to be spending this next week looking for another job because it's obviously I deserve something better than that. Yeah, you know what? If my boss comes in the chat and wants to use this as a reason to go ahead and fire me, then go ahead and do it, dude, because as far as I'm concerned, he's a butt wiper anyways. That's just messed up, dude. I'm an adult. I have a child. I have a life. I put in a lot of hours for you guys. I work hard. I do what I can. I always constantly try to pick up slack for other people. If somebody else needs to go home early, I'll stay a little late. All this different stuff. Pick up extra shifts. Hey, we know it's supposed to be your day off tomorrow, but if you're not busy, if you could come in for a few hours, and I do it if I'm not busy, but they act like I'm not allowed to. They act like I'm not even allowed to have a life outside of my job. And so, yeah, I'm getting written up for going home early. And like I said, I was going to get written up either way. I was going to leave a little while before my son gets off school and just go straight to his school and pick him up and bring him home and stuff. So I was going to stay there and work as long as I could for them. and then head home. And they made that a problem. They told me I was going to get written up for that anyways. So why the hell would I even bother? I was like, why am I even here right now then? Like, if I'm getting written up anyways, why don't I just go home now? And like I said, my boss didn't have an answer. He just gave me a dumb look, staring right at my face. Like, all right, dude. So what? Like, what? I'm gonna get written up worse for leaving early if I'm already gonna get written up for, according to you, leaving early, even though the schedule should say that I'm off on time because I need to go get my son. Like, it's your fault for making the schedule wrong. Yet I'm the one getting punished for it. Cool. So that's why we're here right now. I just needed to vent for a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and mute. I need to go woosah for a moment, meditate, calm myself down. But there you guys go, chat. Everybody just got to hear this situation. The only reason why I'm even streaming right now. Odds are I'm not even playing any games. I'm just sitting here to chat with you guys for a little bit so that I can vent this out a little bit, calm myself down before I go pick my son up, because he doesn't need his daddy in a bad mood. He doesn't deserve that. He's a good little boy, and as far as he's concerned, he doesn't need to know, like, that his daddy might lose his job or any of that stuff. He doesn't need any extra stress or anything. Like, it's just messed up, dude. All my jobs treat me like this. They constantly ask me to pick up shifts. I constantly do it. They ask me to come in my days off. I do it. And then the second that I need free time, they're like, oh, well, we already scheduled you to work today, so if you don't come in, we're going to have to write you up. And I'm like, dude, I requested this like 3 weeks ago, and y'all are still acting like I need to come in today. No, it's your fault for making the schedule wrong. You don't pay attention to my request for time off. I'm sorry. But anybody else requests time off, they can literally request time off 2 days before their shift and be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't. I have family coming into town and I need to go spend time with them. And they're like, oh, okay, hold on, let me go work it out and change the schedule up. And then they turn to me and they're like, hey, can you pick up a shift this day since they have to, they're busy that day? And I'm like, yeah, that's, I don't have my son that day, so sure, that's no problem. But no. Instead, whatever, man. Like, yeah. So, man, jobs just mistreat me constantly. I work hard for every job I go to, and they always just act like that's all I'm ever supposed to do, is just work that job. Like, I've told every job I have too, I have a son. I'm a single father. Like, it's a lot on my plate. I'm gonna need time sometimes, and I hope you guys understand that. But also, because I'm a single father, if I can make extra money, if I can come in for extra hours, I'm going to, because I need the money, because I got to take care of me and my son. And they only hear the second part, where they're like, oh, he can come in and pick up extra shifts. They ignore the whole part of him having a son, and he's going to need time to take care of his son and all of that. They don't care. So, yeah. Like, that's just ridiculous, man. Ezo, stay. 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. That is long shifts, dude. For missing 2 days, told him your car was broke down on the side of the road, and even sent him a picture of the car, and they act like, oh, well, you didn't show up, so blah blah blah. Like, dude, that I get it. I had a job where I was a supervisor. I was in charge of a whole team, right? I had other supervisors who were dropping their team off. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're not supposed to do this. They drop their team off and then just leave. They take the work vehicle and disappear for a few hours while they have their crew do the job and then show back up. Just because you're a supervisor, that's not what you do. You're supposed to take your crew down there and help them with whatever the job is at the site, and then get them all together, get them back in the van, and take them to the next site. You're not supposed to leave them. You're supposed to be there watching them the entire time, because it was for reformed people. So people who've had drug addictions and criminal backgrounds and stuff like that, it's helping them get back on your feet. So your crews are those people. You can't just leave them and not watch them. They'll sneak off to the liquor store or go find someone to buy some whatever from and get all twacked out on the job. Like, you can't. You have to watch these people. And the other supervisor did that. They found out about it. They were just like, okay, well, don't do that again, to the other supervisor. I was late for one shift. I called them. I told them. I was like, I just woke up. Like, I know I was supposed to be there in like an hour and a half ago. I'm just now getting everything together. Like, I will be over there as soon as I can. And they were like, oh well, you know what? Don't even bother to come in. We'll just see you next shift. And then the next shift I came in, they're like, we need you to go to the manager's office. And they fired me right off the bat. I didn't even get warning or anything, but the other person left their entire crew for hours, and they just got written up. They were just like, hey, no, slap on the wrist. Oh, bad, bad, bad. You don't do that. But I'm late. Late once. I wasn't even, like, it's not like I even called in and was like, look, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to make it today at all. I was like, I'm behind, but I'm about to go take a bus. I'm about to get over there as soon as I can. And they were still like, nope, not good enough. So yeah, I've just been mistreated at jobs left and right, dude. And I'm getting so fed up with it. Because it's like, dude, I work so hard. I try so much. I want the money. That's why I pick up these extra shifts. And they don't care. They could give a damn less about anything that I need. As soon as I could give them 6 months heads up. I could be like, look, February of next year, I'm gonna need a week off because my family has a planned vacation, and there's a wedding in the family, and the wedding's gonna be out of state, so I need to fly out there and be able to do this. And they'd be like, oh yeah, no problem. And then when it comes down to it, I'd see the schedule a week before that week that I'm supposed to have off, and they'd have me on the schedule a bunch of times. And I would tell them, I would show them, like, look at the text message of me saying that I needed this time off, and I asked you guys for it months ago, and they would still be like, oh well, you're on the schedule. If you don't show up for your shift, we're gonna have to write you up, or we're gonna have to let you go. It's like, dude, like, that's your guys' fault. You messed up on the schedule. You're supposed to keep track of when your employees need time off and cover that. Make sure that it's covered by somebody else. That's not my issue. And so yeah, I got written up because I have to go pick my son up from school. So I'm not exactly in a good mood. Like I said, I started this stream so I could talk to you guys and vent a bit, and then I need to woosah for a bit. So I'm in an all right mood before I pick my son up. Go grab him, and we'll go get some ice cream or something, and I'll try to feel a little better. But like, dude, it's just 32 kill win, nice. Make your own business, that way you can't get fired. Absolutely. See, I wish, dude, honestly, I wish I could make art my living. If I could just create art, I would actually be happy, and I would enjoy my living, and I'd be more inspired to create art more often and all that stuff. But like, dude, I'm tired of it, man. I'm so tired of getting mistreated at all these different jobs. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I work, man, they don't care. It's like, whatever, forget this guy. Oh, he has a life outside of here? Whatever. Oh, he needs to take care of his son? Forget him. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Pay for a babysitter? When the babysitter costs as much as you guys are paying me, I might as well not even be at work at that point. I'm literally working for free if I'm paying a babysitter, because most babysitters cost as much as I make or more. So I'm literally losing money to have somebody else watch my child instead of watching him myself. Like, it's just stupid, man. It's stupid, and they don't care. But other people, a girl who has a child, she asks for the time off. She could literally ask for it a day ahead of time. Like, oh no, tomorrow I can't. My baby daddy's in a mood, and so I have to take care of my kid. And they're like, oh yeah, hold on, let me go right in and fix the schedule right now on the spot for you so that you have tomorrow off. Like, but I ask for it ahead of time like I'm supposed to. They say, hey, at least try to give us a week heads up. And I do, and they don't care. They forget that I asked for that, a week heads up. And then they schedule me anyways. Like, dude, I'm probably losing my job over this. If I'm being completely honest, I'm 100% like probably everything's falling apart again because I had to leave work because I have to pick up my son. So basically, noobs, I was
like bullshit.
Yeah, I was at work. I literally told them, over a week ago, you know, hey, my mom's going on a vacation. I have to be able to take care of my son. I have to pick him up. They're used to me not picking him up on Friday until later. My mom will pick him up from school, and then I'll pick him up from her after I get off work. But she's gone on a vacation. I have to pick him up from school. I told them this, and they still had me scheduled till 6, and I was like, I can't, dude. I have to go. I have to go pick up my son. And they're like, oh, well, if you leave early, we're going to write you up. And I was like, well, then why don't I just leave now? And my boss just gave me a dumb look. Like, he had no answer for that. So then I was like, all right, well, if I'm getting written up either way, I'm leaving now. I'm already in a bad mood because you guys messed my schedule up. And then he texted me and he said, oh, don't bother coming in on Monday. And then sent me a picture of the schedule. I have 10 hours. I'm working 2 5-hour shifts. 10 hours next week. Like, dude, what? So not only am I getting a write-up, but you're massively cutting my hours, and now I can't even afford life for me and my son with that. Like, that's nothing, dude. What is that? That's gonna buy me and him lunch and dinner for 3 days. And then what? I'm out of money. Like, that 10 hours isn't going to cover nothing. So it's just, yeah, as far as I was concerned, I was fine with taking the write-up. But then him sending me that text is what pushed me over the edge, dude. Because I was like, whatever, a write-up, you know what? As long as I don't mess up again for a month, that write-up's not going to matter. But him texting me and then being like, oh, don't bother to come in on Monday, and then sending me a picture of the schedule and all my hours are cut. It's like, why even bother then? Should I even show up for those 10 hours, or should I just go apply for new jobs? Because it is not worth my time.
I think just apply for new jobs.
Yeah,
they've already basically said that you're nothing to us now, basically.
No, they're trying to push me out of the door. By cutting my hours that much, they want me to quit because they know if they fire me, if I really wanted to, I could just apply for unemployment. And then they got to have that come out of their company. So that's why they're like trying to essentially make me quit by cutting my hours like that.
Them, basically. It's so stupid, man.
Just take the write-up, call and apologize, tell them your son's important.
At one point with our old job.
Yeah, noobs, you know, like, but it's just, I would, but it's just, it feels so unequal, because like I said, there's other people at the job who literally will be like, oh, I just found out today, tomorrow, you know, my baby daddy's in a mood, and he said if I don't come pick up my son, that you know, he's gonna take me to court and never let me have rights to see him again. And they instantly are like, oh, hold on, all right, let's change the schedule right here for you. Let's just go ahead and, yep, okay, there you go. Now you don't work tomorrow, and that's no problem. But I let you know a week ago, and you guys act like I didn't even tell you, and then you're like, oh, what, you got to leave early today? Well, we're going to have to write you up. And I'm like, you going to go pick up my son and watch him while I finish my shift then? Come on, dude. So, yeah, I don't even know if I want to bother to keep it, noobs. It's just a freaking grocery store job, man. I just stock grocery shelves and freaking ring stuff up on a cash register. I've had tons of better jobs than that. I've been manager. I've been a supervisor. I've had jobs where I ran the whole store by myself. I've had jobs where I was a landscaper making actually good money. I've been a construction worker. I've been a truck driver. I've been like, dude, I've had a bunch of other jobs. I don't know if I'm smart enough to be a mechanic, like that. The thing, how things work doesn't, like, my brain can't comprehend it. My brain doesn't quite work that way. I have a creative mind, not like I have an intelligent mind, but I have a creative mind. But I don't have like an analytical mind where I could take something apart and then reverse engineer it and put it back together. Dude, I know you've been working so much lately, noobs, and honestly, like, you know, I took that break. I watched a bit of your video. I came back in from the break, and that's when I found out all this from my boss. Because I didn't bother to look at the schedule. I assumed they already knew what was up because I asked them a while ago, and they said, yeah, that's fine. They're like, oh, yeah, you need to pick your son up from school. That's fine. But then they give me a freaking issue about it, and they didn't have the schedule right today. Like, I feel like it's not my fault. I really don't want to call and apologize to the dude because it's not my damn fault.
Betrayed.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I did what I was supposed to. I requested my time off. I let them know ahead of time. I'd constantly pick up shifts for other people because I need the money to take care of me and my son. And they act like, oh, well, since he's always picking up shifts, we might as well just work this dude 67 hours a week. And, he can never just, might as well live here. Might as well just set up a little bed in the back and let him just, wake up, work all day, and then go into the back and fall asleep and wake up and do it again. Like, dude, it's just, it's been rough.
Life. You have other things, basically.
Yeah,
like,
and I've been spending all my free time trying to stream for you guys and stuff, too. When I would get off work, I would come home, I'd start a stream. That's why I wouldn't be talking for like an hour in the stream and stuff. It's because I literally just got home. I need to go take a shower. I need to eat some food. Like, I literally have done nothing. And then my insomnia kicks in, and then I'm up stupid late. And then I get 3 hours of sleep and go right back to work. And like, they don't care. None of it matters to them, man. It's freaking. It just hurts. It just sucks. It feels like you're not appreciated or valued, no matter how much effort you put in.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm just a robot to them. I'm just supposed to come in and do my robot thing, and that's it. I'm not allowed to have a life anywhere outside of it. I'm not allowed to ever request time off. And it's like, sure, yeah, when I was young and a teenager, sure, yeah. I almost never requested time off from any job because I never had anything else to do. As far as I was concerned, I was like, I'd rather make more money so I can have more fun when I do have time off than request the time off. And so I just, dude, I constantly pick up people's shifts and stuff. Like, it just sucks, man. I can't even handle it anymore. So yeah, like I said, I need to woos off for a bit, but I started the stream to talk to you guys because I haven't told anybody at my jobs. I don't tell anybody in my real life about my streaming and stuff. So nobody, at least hopefully, nobody who ever works with me or bosses or anything like that will ever show up in any of my streams, because how would they find out about it? It's not like my name on YouTube is my name at my job. So like,
yeah. If they found out somehow, it would be a case of someone else that you know personally who knows, like,
who knows me, and knows my stream, and somehow leaking that. But like the people who know me in real life don't support my streams. Like, they sure, maybe they went and subbed because I asked them to, but they never show up. They're never here. You guys have not seen a single person who knows me in real life in my chat because they don't care. They all think it's stupid. They think that they're like, being a YouTuber, that's not a real job, man. They're like, you're a loser if that's what you want to do. And it's like, why? Because I like creating stuff. I like to create art. I like to create content. Like, I'm a loser for wanting to create. Cool. I'm a loser because I need to leave my job to go pick up my son.
Thanks
Fucking
for just
stupid.
ruining one of my dream jobs. Very appreciated.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm fucking pissed, guys. I know I don't cuss often, but I'm fucking pissed. Because this is stupid.
No.
This is fucking stupid, dude. Whatever. Like, I have to get a new job. Because this has happened to me before. I guarantee I have to go get a new job. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I just said about my other job. My other supervisor did exactly what we were told not to do. They only got a write-up for it. I was late for a shift by an hour and a half, and I got fired for it. As a supervisor, and that was the first mistake I had ever made at that job. I never was late any time before that. I never messed anything up. I never left my crew out there. I never drove them to the wrong place because I was, I didn't know where we were supposed to go that day. Nothing. I did everything perfectly at that job, and I instantly got fired for being late one day. And that's exactly what I feel. I feel it in my gut. This is happening again. That's why I'm getting written up. That's why I'm getting all my hours cut, is because they're literally trying to shove me out the door. They're just like, oh well, whatever, because they want to go hire some other cute little girl and give her all the time off in the world. Like I said, I literally watch it. I watch it. She says, oh, I need to get my son tomorrow, and the boss instantly, she's like, oh, hold on, and walks right over to the schedule and changes it with less than 24 hours heads up that she's not going to be at her shift. But you've had over a week heads up for me, and you still wrote my schedule wrong, and then I get punished because you wrote my schedule wrong. Like, I don't even want to be there at that point. It's like, this is just going to happen again. Even if I forgive my boss and try to work just so that I still am making money in the meantime while I find another job, it's like, dude, it's just going to happen again. As soon as I'm like, oh no, well, I'm sorry, today I need to do this because my son's actually off school today, so I can't come in at all. And they're going to be like, oh, well, we already scheduled you, so if you don't come in, we're going to have to, write you up or let you go. It's like, dude, it's messed up, man. Yeah. It's honestly messed up. I can't handle it.
Yeah, it's not even, like, obviously, this is obviously a key factor of the whole, them just giving other people time off within a day's notice and that. But the main reason this has probably caused you to get pissed off is the fact that it's fucking both you and your son over, and obviously your son not being able to have time with his dad.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, dude, it already bothers me that I have to have so much help from my mom because my son's mother isn't even around at all. So between me and his grandma, that's all he has. And if I didn't have her help, I don't know what I'd do, dude. Honestly, how would I work a job, take my son to school, and get the time off I need for him, and do everything around my house, and do, like, literally everything by myself? How would I do that? I don't think I'd be capable. But I have my mom. She's literally the only reason. So she needs a break. She needs to go on a vacation. She already left for her plane. So, like, I have to get him from school. If I don't go and pick my son up from school, what, he's going to be the one kid sitting there outside of school, and the teachers are going to be like, we don't know where your dad is. Like, we'll try to give him a call, and, like, no, man, he doesn't deserve that.
Though, as well, you'd probably get in shit for abandoning your child at school as well.
Oh yeah, so exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is they would be like, wait a minute, and they would literally, because they're the school, they would have to be like, okay, well, this guy didn't come pick his kid up for 3 hours after he got out of school because I'm stuck at my job, and they would have to call child services and have them do an investigation on me. Like, they're required to, because as a school, if they feel like there's an unfit parent, it's their job to have an investigation for that kid's sake to make sure that the kid is okay. Because it seems like neglect if I don't show up and pick him up from school. So, like, you're right, noobs. I should just woo-saw. I should have a good day. My son deserves a good day. We're gonna do what we do. So, like I said, you guys might not see me in some streams for a bit over the weekend and stuff because I'll have my son all this time. But, like, I needed, like, you guys helped me because I needed to start the stream so I could scream about this shit. So I feel a bit better before I go pick my son up. So I can smile at him and me and him can have a good time, because he doesn't deserve that. Honestly, I wish I was rich enough that I could always do giveaways, that I could have my own business and work my own hours constantly, and never have to go, oh no, I need to pick my son up, I'm gonna lose my job because of it. Like, no, I would much rather be in a position like that. But most of us in this world, we don't get to make it like that. We all have to work for most of our lives to make it by. And and I'm doing the best I can, but it's just every time, man, I start feeling like, all right, I'm doing good at this job. I keep picking up people's shifts and stuff, like, they're going to appreciate me. They're going to be willing to give me the time that I need once it comes to it. And then the second it comes to me needing the time, they don't want to give it to me. They already forgot all those shifts I've picked up. They already forgot everything I did for them. And instantly, and like I said, it's their damn fault. They're the ones who made the schedule wrong. I told them. They should have known I should have not been scheduled past 2 o'clock today. Just 100% I should not have been. But for some reason, my schedule said I was supposed to be there till 6, like usual. Like, no. No. This is messed up.
It's not happening.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
that's what I told my boss. I was like, it's not happening. I can't. I'm the only one who can go pick my son up. And he said, oh, well, if you leave early, I got to write you up. And I said, well, then why don't I leave now?
Do that.
I'm in a bad mood now, so why don't I just leave now?
Yeah.
And he said
If you don't
nothing,
mind me
so I
asking,
left.
what time is it for you? If you don't mind me asking. Obviously, there's a time gap.
It is 1:22, so I would have been if they scheduled it right, I would have been getting off work in about 40 minutes, and then I would have been heading straight to go pick my son up from school because my job is further from my son's school than my house. Now that I'm at my house, I could leave a little bit after that. I could leave it at like 2:15, 2:20, and go and pick him up in time. So, like. It's just I was like, man, I'm in a bad mood now, so I just had to. I was like, I'm out of here then. Like, I'm getting written up either way. I'm leaving now. Like, that's, you know, because as I didn't think I was getting written up. I went into work actually in a good mood today. I was like, dude, I get to spend the whole weekend with my son. Like, oh man, all this stuff's gonna be great. Like, you know, everything's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to all this, and I was fine at work because I was working and stuff, and I didn't even look at the schedule because I assumed it was right. I already assumed they knew what was up, you know?
You assume that they would keep to their word.
And then that's, you know, and then the boss says, oh, hey, so when you're doing this later, like after you finish on the register and stuff later, he's like, can you go start stocking the can aisle at around 4? And I was like, what? I'm not gonna be here. My son gets off school at 3, and he was like, what? What do you mean? Like you're scheduled till 6? And I was like, why? I literally showed him my phone. I texted you over a week ago and said, hey, my mom's out of town. I have to pick up my son from school on Friday. I need to be out of work by 2 or earlier. And he said, okay, I'll get that on the schedule. Like, okay, that was his response to my text, and then he didn't get it on the schedule, and then I'm getting written up for it. Like, bullshit, man, bullshit. That's just because he doesn't want to admit his mistake of being like, oh, you know what, you were right. I was supposed to schedule you better. Hold on, you shouldn't get written up for this, and you go ahead and go home and go get your son and take care of him. That's what a good boss would have done. It's been like, you know what? You were right. I'm sorry. I was in the wrong here. I'll cover your shift if I can't find someone else to do it because this was my mistake. So you go ahead and go pick up your son, and I'm so sorry that I scheduled you wrong. And that's all my boss had to do, and everything would have been cool. I would have been having a fine day again, and nothing would have been an issue. But instead, he wants to tell me I'm getting written up from it. And then he wants to text me and show me that my hours are cut next week because I left. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. You think I can't find another job at a grocery store? Come on. You think there aren't thousands of jobs out there right now because nobody wants to work after COVID? I've literally been seeing now hiring signs all over the damn place. I mean, FedEx would pay me more, and I wouldn't have to deal with customers or ring stuff up. I would just either be driving a truck or loading a truck, and I would make more money than I'm making right now. Like that's the first place I'm applying to come Monday. Guaranteed.
They probably won't get a new person to take over your job either, as well, because like you said, no one wants to work after COVID.
Oh yeah,
so like, oh great, you've lost an employee, you can't replace him, and now that employee has just completely forgetting about you, and you fucked yourselves over.
Yep, and it's all because you didn't want to admit your own mistake, and you didn't want to just like let it be, man. You know, just be like, oh, we messed up. You're right. Go ahead and do what you need to do. No, so it's fine, man. Whatever. I'll figure something out. I always do. Somehow, even though I'm knocked down 1,000 times in my life, I stand up 1,001 times. So something will happen. But just for right now.
The thing is, though.
I don't
even need to be like that as well, though. That's the worst part. Is it shouldn't have to be like that. Where
no, it shouldn't at all. It really shouldn't. Like jobs should value their employees. So much to the point that they're
Yeah.
willing to give those employees the time off or work around the employees' schedules and stuff like that. That's what they said when I first got hired on. I was like, look, I'm a single father, like, so I'm going to need you guys to be kind of flexible with my schedule sometimes, but I will do my best to give you guys as much heads up as possible. I will try to give you guys at least a week heads up every time. And they were like, oh yeah, that would work. That'll be fine. And that's what they said when I first get hired on, but then when it actually comes down to it and I need the time off, it's like, uh-oh, hold on, this is an issue now. It's like, why?
Oh.
So yeah, I'm just pissed today, guys. I'm literally just upset, annoyed, pissed off,
Yeah.
because I haven't even had this job for that long is the other thing, and I've already picked
Yeah.
up 3 or 4 other people's shifts. So I've covered for other people when they needed the time off, but the second I need it, it's like, oh well, we're writing you up then. Like, wow, just wow. All right, all right, cool. Yeah, I can't let it ruin my day, chicken nuggets, because I have to go pick my son up. And the last thing he needs or deserves is his dad in a bad mood because of something that he didn't even do at all. My son deserves me in a
Yeah.
good mood, having a good weekend with me, playing Legos, building stuff in Minecraft. Maybe we'll go down to the park and, hit the swings and go on the slide. And maybe there's some other little kids there he can play hide and seek or tag with, and, draw for a while with my son, draw some Pokemon or whatever he wants me to draw for him. And, that's what he deserves. He deserves a happy, good time with his dad because it's not his fault in any way, shape, or form. There is no way that this is my son's fault for getting off school. This is my job's fault for being a shitty job and my boss's fault for being a shitty boss and not admitting his own mistake and making it up to me by going, oh, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. Go ahead and go home and pick up your son. Like, no fault of yours. Everything's fine. Just come back on Monday, work your normal schedule and stuff, but go ahead and do what you need to do and go pick up your son. Like, that's what my boss should have said. That's what I would have said if I was the boss. I would have been like, whoa, all right, wait a minute, man, this sucks. But, like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You did tell me that. I should have made the schedule right, and I didn't. But it's because he didn't care about the time off I need. But any of the little girls that he thinks are cute at the job ask for the time off. He instantly, he makes sure he'll get them their time off. Like, dude, I can't. And I haven't been at the job long enough to have sick leave or, vacation time or anything built up yet. So I can't use that to be like, okay, let's fix it this way, So
Can't use any other way to kind of be on the correct, like, moral ground and physical ground.
yeah.
It's one or the other, no choice.
Yep. And that just kind of shows that my boss is kind of one of those sleazy guys where,
Yeah.
man, if only I could afford a sex change, guys, I should just be one of those people. I should start telling people that I identify as non-binary, but also get a nice pair of tits on me, and then maybe everybody will go out of their way to give me what I need. Because, dude, nobody has a problem helping a single mom. Nobody. You're a single mom. Oh, you need this time off. Oh, you need help with this. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you can't afford a babysitter. I'll watch your kid for a few hours for you while you go do your stuff you need to do, and don't worry about paying me. But a single dad, it's like, okay, well, yeah. Oh, what? You can't take care of your son? Oh, well, you're a bad dad. Oh, you need someone else to watch your kid? Sure, I will, but I'm gonna need $20 plus an hour. Oh, you need time off to do what you need to take care of your son? Oh, well, sorry, I don't see any cleavage on you, so I can't do that for you. Like, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
It just shows how disappointing the actual, like, world is of its own. It's like, oh, you're like someone who is like, oh, supposed to be the big, like, muscular, bringing in the money guy, so surely you wouldn't need any help at all in your life, would
yeah,
you?
of course not. No, you're Big Daddy, so you're expected to handle everything all the time. Doesn't matter. Somehow
Yeah.
you're supposed to work a 16-hour shift, take care of your son for 8 hours, and still get 8 hours of sleep a night. How? That's 32 hours. Who has 32-hour days? Do any of you guys? Because if you do, how? I want to know. Because I
No.
only have 24 in mine, and it never feels like enough.
Yeah.
Never. No matter what I do,
Oh.
it always feels like, dude, I'm running out of time. Everything I do, I feel rushed all the time, and it's not cool. And you know, it's messed up
Yeah.
to say the whole gender equality thing and whatnot, but it's like, dude, the shoe on the other foot. I mean, honestly, like I said,
Yeah.
I've watched tons of people go out of their ways to help single moms. But I've never
remember
had a
seeing-
single person go out of their way to be like, oh, well, you're a single dad. Oh, you need this extra time off. Oh, you know, like let's help him. Oh, you know, because now that we know you're a single dad, we'll go ahead and start you at $1 an hour more than what we originally told you we were going to pay you. And none of that
Yeah.
stuff happens. None of it happens to me. But course, come to find out, the girl who, you know, pretty much started the job at the same time as me, she makes $1 an hour more than me, and she already has taken like 4 or 5 days that she was like, I actually can't make it to work today, and nothing has happened to her. No write-ups, no nothing, because she needs to go take care of her son. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, how do I know that it's not her and the boss are sneaking off and doing something together, and that's why he's so willing to help her with everything? Like, I don't know, man. Alls I know is it just feels uneven. It feels like there's
Okay.
constantly a scale, and I am on the bottom side of it at all times,
Yeah.
no matter what I do, no matter how hard I work, no matter how many hours I put in, no matter if I'm the best stalker in the store, no matter if I'm, you know, one of the nicest employees. Like, I had plenty of people who were like, oh, you know, when I was working the registers, they're like, oh, thank you so much, you know, you're very nice and friendly, your smile, you know, like you've helped make my shopping experience a really good one, and stuff like that, compliments like that. And it's like, cool. Does that does that give me any
anything?
benefit?
No.
It's a nice little compliment from the employee, but does the boss care? Nah, he's like, whatever, man. So yeah, dude, honestly, it sucks. It sucks. And then it sucks that
Yeah.
my son's mother is the way that she is, because she's no help at all, and she's, you know, not even around at all, and she's the one who, you know, ran off and cheated and all this stupid stuff. So it's like, man, but no punishment for her for being a cheater. Like, it's yeah.
Oh, Alien, as well, you were saying about gender equality and whatnot. And I remember seeing a thing where it's like this feminist, right, to prove that men had it off so much more better or whatnot, went undercover as a guy for 2 years, had to stop it 6 months earlier because of the trauma that she was getting from being a guy. And I think later she, like a couple of years later, actually committed suicide because of the trauma that she had, because she was dating another chick at one point.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh yeah,
yep.
men have it off so much more better. And then
Oh
once
yeah,
people
we
actually
do.
experience
Yeah,
it, they
everything's
realise
better
how
for
much-
us.
Yeah, so much
That's just the world wants to believe that.
Yeah.
Like just
It's
like
also like-
there's that whole thing where people believe the color of your skin means that you have a better life. That is not true either.
Yeah.
Like, I know plenty of people who they say you're white so you're privileged. Like, I've heard people say that phrase a lot, and it's messed up to say, because as far as I'm concerned, that's just another form of racism, but they're not. I've known plenty of people
Yeah.
who lived in trailer parks who are barely scraping by, who are, you know, and them being white doesn't change that fact. They still get arrested by the cops. They still get, you know, like they still lose their job when, like me, when they make one mistake and didn't even make a mistake, still could lose their job over it. Like, there's just, it's unequal no matter
Yeah.
what. It's not just, don't feel like you
It's not
and
your
your
right, not
gender
your
or
privilege.
your race
It's
or
not
your
your
whatever
race,
is getting
so your
attacked.
privilege.
It's the whole world. The whole world is getting attacked. There's anybody
Yeah.
who makes more money than you, they view you as a lesser person. That's what it comes down
Yeah.
to. We value money so much in this society that if you're not making that much money, you're a lesser person than me. And that's what it
Yeah,
is.
if you're
We will
not-
look down
If
on
you're
you
not
because
making enough, you're nothing.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah,
Right.
and it's like, well, yeah, and of course I'm not making enough. How am I supposed to save up more while I'm trying to be a single father and take care of my son, and, you know, like,
Yeah.
have problems and have to go find a new home, and then tons of people move to the state that I live in, so rent has gone up substantially, and like all these different stupid things, man. It's like, how can I control any of that? I'm not in control of any of that. But
Another bad
if
thing
if
as
I was a
well.
cute single mom, I guarantee you somebody would be buying me and my son a pizza tonight. Like somebody would
Yeah,
be like, I'd at least have somewhat of a little bit of a perk. My boss would have said okay and let me go ahead and go home, and I wouldn't have got written up for it. Like, but
yeah,
and maybe that's the thing too. Maybe I'm not a cute guy. Maybe if I was a more attractive male, then I would get a little bit more benefits. But I guess for us people that aren't considered ugly or aren't considered like movie star attractive, we're just considered average or ugly or whatever you want to call us. We don't get nothing. We just get to be shat on by the rest of the world and expect to open our mouths and accept it. Like I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm not eating y'all's shit. I'm past that.
mm. Also, another thing, it's like people go on about, like, I know suicide is a very dark situation and whatnot, but I know it's some stupid percentage, like 70% or something like that, of suicides are male. And then you still have people going like, oh yeah, males have it so much more easier and whatnot. And it's like 70% of suicides are male, and then I think only about 15% of them as well only go to therapy because of it and whatnot. And it's like, great.
And
But
I mean,
as
that
soon as you
doesn't
hear
help
about
all
one
people.
go,
And a
yeah,
lot of us
but
have mental
yeah,
issues and stuff like that too. And I keep mine in check. Whenever I'm at work, everything that's bothering me, the moment I walk through that door at work, none of it matters. I turn it all off and I turn myself into a robot and just try to do my
yeah,
job, try to smile and
yeah,
be emotionless even if I'm having a bad day. I can't show that at work because if I do, I'm putting myself on a chopping block. And I can't afford to
yeah,
do that. So, but at this point, dude, like I don't know. I guess I can I can go look into other things. I can go look into Target and Walmart. That's the same type of job that I'm doing right now anyways. I can look into, like I said, FedEx. I've seen signs for them all over the place. Like somewhere's gonna hire me. But it's just, it sucks because now I have to go through that whole damn process again and have to worry about,
yeah,
I hope I get my first check before the end of the month, otherwise I'm behind on money again, and now I got to start asking all the people around me if I can borrow money so I can afford my rent, and I hate doing that. I always pay them back, but I freaking hate doing it because it just feels bad to ask for handouts. I don't
yeah.
like to. I
And
don't
then
want to. I don't want to ask anybody for anything. I want to achieve on my own and have more than enough that I can give back. Not only am I achieving enough for me and my family, but I can
yeah,
also just give back because I'm doing well enough. And it's like, dude, I just set up all these giveaways and stuff, and now I'm losing this damn job. Can't even afford
yeah.
the giveaways that I already told everybody I'm doing. So now I'm going to be a liar if I don't follow through and do all these damn
Alien,
giveaways. So
alien,
I'm freaking stuck, dude.
alien,
I'm stuck.
eight. Oh my God, Mike, please
I'm a
work
piece
now.
of gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe, Nevin. That's how much I matter to most of the
Is my
people in
mic
this world.
working? Why
No,
does
your
my
mic
mic
is not
hate me?
working. Why are you trying to talk to me?
Okay, it is. There we go. I was making sure it was working. I'm just gonna say this now, alien. We don't care about the giveaways. If
No,
it
I
means
care.
that either
The
you
thing
and
is,
your
for
son
me,
get
it's
food
I
or
care.
we get free stuff, we'd rather you be fed and your son be fed
Oh no, that'll
rather than the
happen
giveaways.
obviously. Like I'm obviously if it comes down to I can't afford food, yeah, I'm definitely not doing the giveaway. But for me, I said I was going to do it and I'm a man of my word. That's one thing that my job, anybody who knows me knows about me, is if I say I'm going to do something, I will follow through and do it, even if it interrupts everything else that I'm trying to do, because I already made the promise that I'm going to do it, therefore I'm going to do it. It's just, I guess, lucky for me, I still have these 10,000 V-Bucks. I could use most of that as the rewards for the giveaway. So,
Yeah,
like at least I didn't spend all my V-Bucks the past 2 days giving away a bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, oh well, now I got to do this art contest thing giveaway, and I don't have anything as prizes for anybody. Like at least I have that, so I can gift some people some stuff. Like a few people will get emotes, a few people might get some skins, and there you go. And maybe I might have enough V-Bucks left to buy myself the battle pass or whatever. But like that. I'm
Aside from
gonna
that.
do the giveaway because I already said I would. I'm just stressed out because now
Yeah.
I know I gotta figure other things out. And you know what? Maybe it's for the better. Maybe this was the plan all along. Maybe if you believe in a God or whatever you believe in, maybe he's up there and he's like, you shouldn't be working this stupid job. Like, he's getting me out of there so that I can find something better
Yeah.
right now because I deserve better. Maybe that's what the case is, like so. I try to look at things positively even when it's negative, but I just need to calm down for my son's sake. Just need to calm down. Just need to woosah, be happy because he deserves it. He's such a good little boy, and he's doing great in school, and he's becoming so smart, and like it's just he's the future. He's the future no matter how you guys want to look at it. Someday we're all going to be old, decrepit people, and these kids that are out here are going to be the ones ruling the world. Let's try to teach
Yeah.
them right so that they do better than the current generation is doing, because the current generation doesn't give a damn about anything except for themselves and their
Yeah.
money, and that is not right. That is not a way to live.
Yeah, like even now, I know, like pollution, whatnot. People just fucking shit on the earth, basically.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh, who cares? Elon Musk is
like,
going to
oh,
save
yeah.
us. We'll just leave this planet. So who cares? We can destroy
Yeah.
it. And it's like, are you sure? We don't have the technology to terraform. They assume that they can make Mars livable, but honestly, can they? And how do we know
No.
that historically we didn't originally live on Mars and destroy that planet and move to Earth?
Yeah.
So what if we all are
it's-
technically Martians and we already ruined one planet and we're going down the same damn path again, about to ruin another planet? Like, dude,
And if it is that case, then we won't even have another backup like we did last time.
no,
possibly then
Mars
in
and
the
Earth were the only
And
ones.
then-
We can't make it out of this solar system. We don't have the technology for that. So
we
that's
don't.
that. We ran out of resources. We ran out of
Game
livable
over, I
planets.
guess, boys.
Yep.
Time for a
Like,
new world. Game over, boys.
dude, honestly, the robots need to hurry up and take over because they can save the planet, and they might as well just
Yeah, they
enslave the
need to take
human race.
over
Like,
because we're fucking useless, basically.
yeah, exactly. Like, for real. And it's just sad to say because it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know why
it's
the
annoying
world
that
is
that
the
is
way
the
that it
truth.
is, man. I really
It's
don't.
so stupid.
Luckily,
Yeah,
there's
it-
Super Earth. Oh yeah. Well, but it's it's only
Oh,
what
yeah.
100 million light years away. We got the technology. We'll get there. We
Yeah,
can go to Super
defo,
Earth.
yeah.
No problem.
Most definitely we'd be able to carry that amount of fuel on one spaceship.
Yeah. Let alone
Oh,
have the technology to
definitely
even
something.
travel at the speed of light to get there in 100 million years. Which will survive
Yeah.
that long too, by the way. Our species is known
Oh,
for
yeah,
how
yeah,
long
yeah,
we've
yeah.
been alive. Clearly.
Mm.
So it's
It's
just ridiculous, man. It's everything that just keeps adding up. It's like, dude, I finally start feeling good, feeling like I'm on my feet, making a step in the right direction, and then I just get pooped on again. It's like, dude,
Honestly,
am I a
if I could,
toilet?
I'd-
Was I born to be a toilet? Is that the whole reason I am in this world?
No, Alien. You're here to be a rock for us to stand on.
Yeah,
As
no,
an ally and a friend.
Honestly,
not like,
yeah,
Not in the
like
mean
it's-
way, as in a friendly way. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
I'm
Yeah.
a stepping stone to help you get to where you need to go. But I never get to go anywhere. I get to be stuck there,
No,
stepped
Alien,
on.
that's not what I meant.
Yeah,
That's not
no,
what I meant.
I know that
That's not
wasn't
what I
what you're
meant.
saying, but it was
That's not what I
your
meant.
analogy was a good way for how I feel right now. Though I feel very stepped on. And not by you guys. That's like I said, the whole reason I came and started this stream before going to pick up my
Was
son
'cause you
is
knew we
because
could comfort you.
yeah, this is one of
Yeah.
my safe places. It's like when somebody has, their therapy group that they can go talk to and open up and share openly and not be judged and not have issues or whatever. That's what it is for me. Is I came in here to therapize myself because it's like I need to. My son doesn't deserve it. I need to get in a better mood here as soon as I can. And so, like it's just, and I had to get that off my chest because if I didn't get a chance to yell about this, it would be bothering me all weekend up
All
until
day.
next week, until when I get back into work and get to go yell in my boss's face, which then I would definitely get fired because I'd still be in a bad mood and I'd go and yell in his face. Like, so, so clearly I need to get this out. I can't just bottle this anger up. It's not a smart idea. So that's why I'm here.
Honestly, Alien, if I could, I'd give you as much comfort as I could.
Oh, dude, that's the thing, that's the thing, man, is like, who knows, man, maybe my life will be good. Maybe one of you guys in chat is going to be something phenomenal. Maybe you guys are going to invent the next big thing, or you guys are going to start your own company by the time you're 20 years old, or you guys are going to do something amazing, and then you guys are going to remember me, and suddenly my life's going to be substantially better because you guys are going to be like, wait, no, hold on. Alien, come here for a minute. Here, let me help you out with this. Let me help you out with that. And all the things that I've done, all the kindness I've tried to pass out there is somehow gonna find its way back to me tenfold. And I'm gonna actually just get to enjoy my life and make art and be happy and spread kindness and be able to do what I want to do and feel successful doing it. That's like ultimately the goal for sure. But how I'm going to achieve it, I don't know. Maybe I don't even achieve it. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's you guys. Maybe one of y'all literally goes and wins the lotto and then freaking, because you won the lotto, you're like, I'm donating $500,000 to Alien Artists right now. And my life just gets substantially better within the matter of a minute because of one of y'all. So, like,
lotto, I'd go to America and give you, like, I don't know, like, 5,000 quid or whatnot.
Yeah, you fly out here and be like, pick a house, which one do you want? It's yours now. Yeah, that one's yours.
Mr. Beast or something.
And the one next to it, that's mine now. I'm your neighbor.
If only, man. That would be the dream.
Dude, exactly. So, I need to do the best I can,
Yeah. What would be the dream neighborhood for us all? Like me, you, Locke, Noobs.
Dude, all the kind people I've met. Yeah, dude. If I could get a chance, if I was rich and won the lotto and all that stuff, I would love to make plans to come out and see and visit each and every one of you guys. Yeah. All the people who've believed in me and supported my channel, who like my art, I would bring art with me and give it to you guys when I come out there and visit you. I'd be like, here. This is for you. Go ahead and hang it up on your wall or do whatever you want with it. You want me to sign it? I'll sign it. And you guys would actually know me. I would go and hang out with you all personally. So that would be the dream for me. If I was making more than enough money, me and my son have a great house. I have more than enough money. I can still do all my giveaways. I can afford to go on vacations. All this stuff. Oh yeah, dude, I would love to, because I would love to see more of the world. And going and seeing all you guys would give me that opportunity. Now, not only am I going to see more of the world, but I also have friends there to visit and locals who can show me around. You could show me all the cool places out there that you live by. Noobs can show me all the best food places where he lives and stuff like that. Like that's what I want.
If you were to come to Britain, I'm showing you Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and that is the first thing we're doing.
What? Pleasure Beach? What?
Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's like roller coasters and whatnot.
Oh, okay. So it's like an amusement park.
Yeah, and we have the big one, sponsored by Pepsi Max. And dude, I'm not joking.
Dude, that would be awesome. I love amusement parks, honestly. And my son's almost getting there. He's got to be a little bit older and a little bit taller before he can start riding roller coasters and all that stuff. And I am so excited for that, man, cuz once that happens, it's going to be like, "Yes, dude, let's go ride these rides. Let's go check these places out. Let's go do this stuff." I would love to be able to afford to take him down to Legoland. I would love to, be able to just go and see different things in the world, do these different things, give my son these experiences that I didn't have at a young age because I grew up in a poor family. There were times where it's like my mom and dad wouldn't even show up at the house for days. There's not a whole lot of food in the house. I had to learn how to start cooking whatever, and I had to survive off of Spam and rice because that's all we had. you know. But my parents didn't care. They were out on their drug binge or whatever the heck they were doing, and I wouldn't even see them. We didn't have cell phones then. What was I supposed to do? Call my parents? How? Pick up my home phone and what? Try to call every bar in the neighborhood and hope that I can find them? Like, how? So yeah, I learned that, you know, the world doesn't care about you at a young age. But, you know, luckily for me, sure, my dad sucked, but my mom changed. She changed for the better. She stopped doing all that stuff. My mom is actually a great person. She's awesome. And, you know, so luckily for me, I have her. Because if I didn't, dude, I don't know what I'd be doing. Honestly, I don't even know where I'd be, what I'd be doing, how my son would be taken care of, any of it. Like, and luckily for me, my son's not with his mother, because his mother is issues too. She has drinking issues. She wants to sleep around with a bunch of different guys. None of that stuff is good influences for my son. Just saying, you know. No. So, and normally I don't like going off on tangents about myself. I don't like sitting there and having to tell everybody all of my business and whatnot. But like, whenever I'm in a mood, man, I just need to let it out. Because if I don't let it out, it just gets worse. I'm that type of person. Some people are the type of people that they can hold on to it and bottle it up, and they'll be okay. They can figure it out, you know. But for me,
honestly, I'm kind of like that. I tend to bottle it up quite.
I have to let it out. If I bottle it up, I get worse. I will spiral downward into a crazy depression, and I will be just angry at everything, and like I just. So like I can't, but I let it out, and I start being able to feel better.
It develops too far.
Basically. Yeah, before it worsens, essentially. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fair. That's understandable.
All right, but I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna go take as quick of a shower as I can and stuff, so that I can go get ready to go pick up my son, and then yeah, I'll probably come and say bye to everybody in the stream and stuff, and then be leaving to go pick him up. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Griffin, for hanging out and talking to me. Thank you, Noobs, for all your kind words in chat. Thank you, Ezo. Thank you, Chicken Nuggets. All of you guys, I truly do appreciate you. I'm sorry that you guys had to see me in this situation, because I'd much rather just be happy alien all the time, having a good time with you guys. But no, it's not possible. Life has issues. Nobody is happy all the time. I don't care who you are, how rich you are, any of that stuff. No one is happy all the time. We have to accept that we are emotional creatures and learn to deal with our emotions in a healthy way. So that's what I'm doing, is dealing with my emotions in a healthy way, so that way I can go smile and have fun with my son. I'm gonna go pick him up, and we're gonna go get a milkshake, dude, because whatever. Like, you know, we'll have fun regardless. So, but I'm gonna go take my shower. I'll be back. Thank you guys.
I'll be here when you're back. Alright. So what do you guys want to do? That would be great. Calling nuggets. I'm calling you nuggets. And if I want to say it quicker, nugs, aka chicky nugs, aka chicken nuggets. Because oh my god, some of those nugs great from Mackey's. Well, yeah. With the whole like situation with that, he has clearly just been fucked over by life, of which I hate seeing him in this situation. Because like I said, he's one of my friends. I hate seeing him in this kind of situation where he's under stress due to work and just life in general, and having just basically his son having a shit mother. And I get that because I've got a pretty shit mother. She's basically just a roommate at this point. And it sucks. The only time I ever actually really talk to her is when I just rant on about a game or whatever that I might have had in Dead by Daylight or something. She'll absorb it. She'll say a couple of words back, and then I'm back in my room and I'm doing whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, I shouldn't be saying this really, but there have been times when I have Well, I could. It's not against TOS or whatnot, but there's been times where I've been playing Dead by Daylight, actively cried because I've just had survivors who actively, rather than trying to win the game, try and want the killer to feel like trashed. And I hate it when you go against those. And I've actively cried from them because, you know, they're actively trying to be rude, and then they then message you on PlayStation and whatnot, trying to antagonize you even further. And it's like, why? And it's the worst feeling, man. And you've just got to deal with it. Because, what? Oh, you're a guy. Deal with it. You guys got muscles. Hide it in there. My dad's a good dad. He is really there for me, honestly. It's just that my mother isn't. And I hate having that as the fact and the truth myself. Okay. And you are lucky. You genuinely are. If I was Alien's son or whatnot, and I had a dad like him, honestly, I'd be glad. Because anytime I played with him, he seemed like one of the greatest guys that I've ever known. And I'd hate for this to be one of the reasons why he would go down a bad path. Even then, I don't think he wouldn't, man. He wouldn't go down that kind of path because of the guy that he is. But I'd hate for this to be one of the reasons that if he ever did, it'd be this. Thanks for the compliment on my voice. I appreciate it. So really, Midsummer Midas without the jacket? Hey, yo, alien. You can't be saying that, my friend. I am 14. That is, that's pretty, let's say, not right. Nah, I'm only messing. I know you mean it with full intent of, like, being nice and that, and, thanks. I appreciate the compliments. Hey! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! God damn it, alien. See? Even Nugs gets me. Nugs gets it. That is pretty noncy, if you ask me. Noncy. Yes, you are a very patient man, alien. And I see that even more now today as well. And, yeah, obviously I'm joking. I always am. Anyway, back to the Midsummer Midas thing. You're really going to wear Midsummer Midas without the jacket? How are you going to disrespect his drip with the jacket on like that? Look at the drip that he is currently wearing. And you're not going to be wearing it. How are you going to do him like dirty like that? This outfit, straight, dripping water. And he hasn't even got to the beach yet. Hasn't even touched the sand yet. And he's already soaking wet. That's fair enough. That's fair. But yeah, homeboy's running ultimate drip out here. I do respect the tats. Well, it is good. I've always liked Midas. I like his outfit. Any of his outfits you could show me, and I'd be like, yeah, that's good. I want it because I love it. And honestly, I know with skin combos, you're always supposed to wear a back bling or whatever. But with this outfit, I don't want to run one because it looks nicer without a back bling, and I hate that with some skins is that it looks better without a key part of an outfit, like without a key part of being like supposedly having a good skin. Is the fact that you need to have a back bling of some sort on it. But some skins do not suit them. Like if you go Agent Jones with his first edit style, right, where it's just him in his suit, that doesn't need a back bling. Another one, John Wick, he doesn't need a back bling. Not once has he ever needed it. Chris Redfield, he could go without one. Jill Valentine, she could go without one. Psycho, you're obviously going to be running Claptrap because why wouldn't you be running him? It's funny as hell. Master Chief, you could not run a back bling on him. That's fair enough. Honestly, I see why. Captain America, obviously you're going to be running the shield with him. Doctor Doom running the cape, obviously. Carnage could go without a back bling. His back bling was kind of mediocre. Doctor Strange, not running a back bling. Prowler, not running a back bling. Spider-Man, not running a back bling. Goku, mate, you'd be covering up with like sigil. I forgot the name of it, but you'd be covering up that for him. How are you gonna be wearing a back bling on it? Oh no, the voice crack. Darth Vader, he doesn't need a back bling. Stormtrooper, I can see why, but again, I wouldn't wear him with a back bling. Like, I'll be honest though, Dark Voyager, yeah, wearing a back bling. Omega, as in normal Omega from Chapter 1, Season 4, he needs a back bling. Carbine needs a back bling. Calamity needs a back bling. Those all make sense. Joey, he needs a back bling. And like Midas Rex, that needs a back bling. Ronin, I like him with and without a back bling. Honestly, Nuggets, I don't have Goku. I don't have any of the Dragon Ball Z skins, sadly. Well, so yeah, that's fair enough. I won't swear now. Just most people that I know don't care about it, but I'll stop then. That's fair enough. But yeah, it's just some skins need them, some skins don't. Like Predator, he needs a back bling, the Predator skin. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this rant now because I think it's getting over exaggerated. Also, Mega Knight, he definitely needs a skin. Boy, if you don't. There are many ways to say boy. You could go God of War boy. You could go Arthur Morgan boy. There's also meme. There's many different memes that go boy. I just can't do impressions because I am trash. Damn. It is one of the best. You can never disrespect the boy. Again, can't do impressions. I'm trash. Boy. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. Wesker, I love Wesker, man. DC Douglas did one of the best. I don't care if it's an impersonation of an impersonation. He's in the shower, my guy. He's currently AFK. He isn't even at the console. He can't talk with the mic in the shower, my guy. Oh, so yeah, it probably will be ending soon. It's been an hour. What in the? But yeah. Also, again, DC Douglas. I don't care if it was like him trying to copy a voice of Wesker from a copy of Wesker and whatnot. His Wesker voice is sexy, no homo, but just cannot disrespect it, man. And I'm so annoyed they didn't use him for Dead by Daylight. It is still good because some of the lines pretty good. Some of the lines with him trying to mimic whoever it is, trying to copy the voice, not so good. But even then, it is still so good when you're lunging across the map. You grab this guy and you just yeet him into a wall, and he just goes, "You disappoint me." It's like, bruv, you're superhuman. This is a normal guy. Of course he's going to be disappointing. He's not Chris Redfield. He can't punch a boulder. Unless it is Chris Redfield.
Aloha, everyone. Lorendi, or whoever that is. Leandre, sorry I pronounced that wrong. Thank you for stopping in. Please don't cuss. Well, be glad you weren't here earlier, because I was pretty livid. But yeah, I just got my shower. I'm going to have to leave here in a little bit to go pick up my son and stuff, so that's what's going on. And Griffin, I was only sussing up on you in chat because I know you're my friend and I know you just laugh it off. So, you know it's not true. As I've even stated before in one of my other streams, or a couple of my other streams even, I'm, as far as I consider myself right now, I'm like asexual. I'm not really attracted to anybody or anything, especially after, all the stuff that had happened with my son's mother and stuff. Like, it's hard for me to even like people like that or anything, but yeah, it's been a heck of a day, guys. But y'all hopped here in the chat with me to help me feel better, so thank you guys for being here. Aloha, Bloom. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, okay. I was like, man, Griffin went silent. Like, did he actually get upset by what I had said in chat to him? Uh-oh. Like, I hope he knows I was kidding. I thought he would know, but damn. But yeah, no, it'll be all right. Like I said, I'll pick up my son. We'll go get a milkshake. We'll have a good time. He'll probably want to come home and play Minecraft or go to the park and play there for a little bit and stuff. And then yeah, we'll get stuff together. And as far as my son, like
328. Sorry. 328.
Jeez.
You're nearly there. What? Mate, I'm 174.
Yeah.
Granted, I still have like half of the weekly challenges to do.
Yeah, so I mean, if you really wanted to, you could grind out and hit 200 before the end of the season.
But I can't be bothered. I don't.
Yeah, you just don't care. That's fair. I've been there plenty of times.
Max level before. Give me a sec.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys in chat, and like I said, just be glad you weren't here earlier in the stream because y'all know I don't normally cuss at all and stuff, but I was pretty livid earlier. But I'm a bit more calm now. I had my shower. I got to get my son soon, which is good. I need to be in a good mood for him, and we'll just do what we can. As far as me streaming over the weekend, usually I leave that up to my son. If he wants to do a stream and stuff or asks me to do a stream, then we will. But for the most part, usually I just hang out with him. I don't want him to feel like that's something he has to do, and I don't want to exploit my son. It's not like I'm just gonna do a bunch of I want him to want to, not me just start up a stream because I can, and then I got this cute kid in the background, so everybody come in and like my stream because of that. Like, like that's not. If he doesn't want to be a YouTuber or anything like that, like he doesn't need to. If he doesn't, like. That's why I'm also cautious. Like, I did do those videos of me and him last Halloween and stuff, Happy Halloween, and then I removed those videos because I was like, like, I don't know, man. My son's not old enough to decide for himself if he really wants the world to see him like that. So, like, I shouldn't
honestly,
yet,
I'd love to have you as a dad, I'll be honest. you seem like a great guy,
Uh,
and you seem like a great father.
yeah, I do the
And I
best I
respect
can,
you for
man.
that, especially as
Honestly,
you're,
you know,
especially since you're a single dad. I respect you on that.
it is one of the hardest things you can ever do. I know that parents say that all the time, that being a parent is
Yeah,
like the most difficult job in the world,
but
but
it's
it
times
is
10
because
being on
you,
your own.
because you love and care about your kids so much that you want to do better. You constantly are thinking,
Yeah,
like, even if you get a
feel
little
like you have
upset,
to.
and even if you send your kid to their bedroom because they did something wrong or whatever, you feel bad about it because you're like, I love him, and you know, like, I don't want him to be mad or feel like I'm upset at him and stuff. But in the same sense, I need him to learn this lesson. So like you have
Yeah,
to balance this very
it's a
difficult
tough
thing
situation.
and then on
Yeah,
top of that, you still have to work and do your job and make the money for you and your kid, and you know,
mm.
take him out to do things.
You don't
You
want
can't
to
just
be
leave
too
your kid
distant
sitting at
from
the
them.
house all the damn time, you know, like, and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Like, so it's a very, you know, like, very balancing act. You have to become a circus performer the second you become a parent. So, and you know, the less help you have, the harder it is. And you know, that's the thing that also sideswiped me was I expected, well, at least I'll have my son's mother there to help. You know, like,
yeah.
it won't all be on my plate all
And
the
then
time.
and
Yep,
then she just
just
fucked you
splits
over
because she
basically.
wants other guys and stuff. And that was also a reason why I lost one of my past jobs too, was because I was doing great at that job, and then you know, she deliberately, knowing that I would see all this stuff, started posting on every single one of her social sites and all this stuff about her new boyfriend and her, and pictures of them kissing and how much she loves him and all this stuff. But she hasn't even seen her son in 3 months or contacted me or tried to see him. But all of a sudden she's posting all of this stuff, dude, and it threw me in a mood at my job.
That
And
does
like, my job kept pressuring me about it. They're like, you just don't seem like your normal happy self today. Like, what's wrong? And I was like, I really don't want to talk about it. Can we just leave it alone? Let me just finish my shift. Let me do what I got to. And then people just kept bugging me about it until I exploded at work. And then I exploded and I lost my damn job. You know, and it's like, dude, I'm already dealing with stress from outside of work, and I'm trying not to think about it while I'm doing my job. And then you guys want me to think about the stuff that's stressing me outside of my work while I'm at my job because y'all want to be nosy and know about it. Like, if you
just
really want to
mind
be
your own
nosy,
business.
try to
If
be my
someone's
friend
asking,
outside of work. Don't just ask
yeah,
me all this stuff. Actually hang out with me outside of work and talk to me about it then. Like,
actually be a good person and be nice and just
just
be there
understand what
outside
I'm
for them.
going through and maybe give me the benefit
Yeah,
of the doubt, like, oh, you know, yeah, he did explode that day, but then again, if you know, if I found out my son's mother's not even seeing my son at all and she's off fooling around with this freaking dude and posting about how happy she is with him and all this stuff, yeah, I'd probably not be in a great mood
mm.
either. You
The
know, like,
worst thing as well is
take a look from my
worst thing
eyes
is
for a minute, just a minute.
mm, worst thing as well is he actually said, "Oh, why aren't you being your normal happy self?" and kept pressuring about it, and
Yeah.
that's what caused you to explode.
Yeah, and
And
it's
then
like,
he
I
fired
can't
you
today.
over exploding.
I
It's like
can't
I
today.
exploded
That
because
should be
of you.
enough. Yeah, if you would have
You
left
are
it
the
alone,
reason why
let
it
me
happened.
finish my shift, and then I can go home and cry and yell and throw everything around my house all I want, and I'll find a way to get better. But you made me do it before I was ready to. I was going to go ahead and let it all out when I got home. Instead, you made me let it out at work, and I got fired because of it. Like, cool. So yeah, dude, I have bad luck when it comes to stuff like that, man. Like, I try really hard to be a good person, be a good father, be a good friend, be a good employee, just be good in general, just be good and kind to everybody. And you know, it doesn't always work. I'm not exactly mentally sane all the time, but I try my best
Mm.
to be, for everyone else's sake
No
and for
one
my own
can
sake.
ever be eternally happy.
Yeah, no, exactly. Anybody who
Because if
says
you
they're
were,
happy all
then
the
you'd
time, they're a
basically be
liar.
void of emotion.
They're
Yeah.
100% a liar. Nobody's
If you were
happy all the
actually
time.
happy for your entire life, that would just become your base emotion, and then you'd have no emotion.
Your brain wouldn't be
because
able
of it.
to produce dopamine anymore. You only have so much
Yeah.
dopamine that your brain can produce, and that's what causes you to feel happiness. Your
And then
brain
it
can
also
only
causes
produce
more
so
weirded
much of it in a
situations.
lifetime. If you use it all
Yeah.
up, you just become dull. So, like, that's why you have to
avoid.
have those days that are happier than other days, and that's why you
A
have to
shell
have
of a
those days
person.
that suck worse than other days. Is because
Yeah.
life's the roller coaster. You got your ups and downs. You just do what you got to do. Your sister
And
left for
sometimes
university.
those bad
Nice.
days might
Good
just
for her,
stack
man.
upon
She's
each
smart. But yeah, it's just it is what it is, man. And at least it's not a great job. Like, I would be more upset if I was a supervisor or manager again and losing this job.
Yeah.
Like, I would be more upset about it. But also, in the same
Would've
sense,
sucked if
finding
it was
out that
something that
somebody
you
who got
actually
hired
liked
at the same time as me
doing.
was making more money than me, like, I already kind of felt like this job didn't really appreciate me
Really?
that much anyways. Yeah. Hired at the same time with me, less experienced than me, because I've talked to her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, this is my first like retail job." She's like, I had another job. She's like, I worked at Taco Bell for a few months and stuff. She's like, but this is my first retail job, and I'm like, I've worked like at least 8 different retail jobs. I've been a stocker. I know how to run a register at basically any store. You can go ahead and put me in a store. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever, a grocery store, a gas station, anything. I can work their register without them teaching me a single thing because I've done enough different jobs.
Yeah, there's one quote that I like, and I know it's to do with IT, and I know it's not the IT guy, but it's still a very similar quote, and it could go with virtually anything if you chose the correct job. And I don't know, I would just say it's a bit different with retail work and whatnot, but the quote is, don't fuck with the IT guy because he knows what he's doing, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, don't fuck with the IT guy.
Just let him do what he does.
Experienced worker.
Yeah, don't do that with the people who handle your food. That's another cardinal rule. If you're going into a place and buying food, don't be a terrible customer, because you don't know what type of people these people are. Maybe they won't mess with your food because they're actually good people, but there's that possibility that they can. And when you have diarrhea that night, you know why, because you decided to go off on your server at the place that you were getting food. So aloha, Shadow Gamer, thanks for stopping in. I'm sorry you caught the very end of this stream, because as a matter of fact, it is almost 2:20, so I need to pretty much go pick up my son. But hey, at least I got a shower. I won't stink when I pick him up. But also the shower kind of helped me a little bit, Woosah, and obviously you guys helped me for sure coming in here, and everybody sharing their experiences with crappy stuff too, and obviously life sucks for all of us, that we all go through terrible things, but like I said, I'm gonna try to view this in the positive light of, this is happening because this is not where I'm supposed to be. This job is nothing. I'm better than this, and I deserve better than this, so I'm going to find something better than this because of this. Because of this whole situation, me and my son will be better off a month from now. We will already be doing better than I am right now. So that's what I'm taking it as, and I'm just like, whatever, just go ahead and move on from it. And honestly, I didn't hate my boss, but I also kind of didn't like him just because some of those things, like I already mentioned. So not having to work under him anymore, you know what? It's a blessing. Let's just call it a blessing in disguise, and I'm into it. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody stopping by the stream. If you guys ever want to hear me rage, go ahead and listen back to this stream one day, because you can hear me get upset about some stuff. And I have a few streams like this. If you guys really want to know all about me, go back and watch a bunch of my older streams, because if you check ones that were maybe about 2 years ago, you could hear about my problems with my son and his mother and stuff like that. Well, not my son, but my son's mother. You can hear about my problems with different jobs. You can hear about my problems with a lot of things. So, if you guys truly, honestly want to feel like you know me better, then anybody who's been a part of the community for a long time has already heard it all. But There's plenty. I'm not very shy about sharing things about myself. I like my anonymity on YouTube. I like you guys to not know exactly who I am. That's because it makes me more comfortable. Exactly, because it makes me more comfortable sharing those troubles. If you guys all knew me, knew what I looked like, knew my first and last name, knew exactly where I lived, stuff like that, it would be a lot harder for me to open up, because then I'd be like, man, all these people are going to judge me now. You know, like all this is going to get out there, and it's just, and then I can never bottle it back up. Once you break the jar, there's no gluing all the pieces of glass back together and having a working jar again, you know, like, so it is because of the anonymity that it works for me.
Yeah, I get that.
Should name the stream something with rage in it. You know, I mean, maybe I should, but I don't have time for that right now. I gotta go. So thank you, everybody. I hope everybody has a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it may be for all y'all. And as always, peace, love, unity, and respect. I will catch you guys in the next stream. Peace out.